What's up everybody, see you again on the Fake MMA News. Again, we will inform you the latest news from the MMF, special UFC. And just listen.
At UFC 317, the lightweight title bout between Ilia Topuria and Charles Oliveira is set to be a masterclass in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ, pitting Oliveira's record-setting submission prowess against Topuria's undefeated grappling acumen. Charles Oliveira. The submission maestro Charles Oliveira holds the UFC record for the most submission victories, with 16 wins by submission. His submission arsenal is diverse, including rear naked chokes, guillotines, anaconda chokes, and arm bars. Oliveira's aggressive grappling style is evident in his 46 submission attempts, the second highest in UFC history. Notably, he has achieved 4 consecutive submission victories, tying for the third longest streak in UFC history. Oliveira's submission victories have come against top-tier opponents. He submitted Dustin Poirier via rear naked choke at UFC 269 and Justin Gaethje via the same technique at UFC 254. His ability to secure submissions against elite fighters underscores his exceptional BJJ skills. Additionally, his offensive transitions from striking to grappling are seamless, catching many high-level fighters off guard. Ilia Topuria, the rising grappling threat. Ilia Topuria, though newer to the UFC, has demonstrated impressive grappling capabilities. With 8 submission victories in his professional career, he averages 1.62 submission attempts per 15 minutes in the octagon. Topuria's ground game was notably showcased in his submission win over Bryce Mitchell via arm triangle choke at UFC 282. He displayed both positional dominance and finishing ability against a seasoned grappler. Topuria's submission arsenal includes triangle chokes, rear naked chokes, guillotines, anaconda chokes, triangle arm bars, and arm triangle chokes. His versatility in submissions, combined with his undefeated record, makes him a formidable grappling threat. While he hasn't faced as many high-level submission artists as Oliveira, his flawless execution and calm under pressure show a high ceiling. Comparative analysis. Statistically, Oliveira surpasses Topuria in submission victories and attempts. However, Topuria's undefeated record and high submission attempt rate indicate a potent grappling threat. Oliveira's experience and diverse submission repertoire give him an edge in grappling exchanges. Conversely, Topuria's youth and momentum could pose challenges for Oliveira, especially if the fight remains standing. Topuria's style is pressure-heavy with strong positional control. Unlike Oliveira, who is more willing to fight off his back, Topuria often establishes top control and punishes opponents before hunting submissions. This contrast could define the grappling narrative. Oliveira thrives in chaos, while Topuria imposes order and structure. The question becomes whether Oliveira can force Topuria into deep waters, or whether the younger fighter's control will nullify Oliveira's offense. Prediction for UFC 317. If the bout transitions to the ground, Oliveira's extensive submission experience may provide him with opportunities to capitalize on any openings. However, Topuria's resilience and evolving grappling skills could neutralize Oliveira's advantages. The outcome may hinge on Topuria's ability to maintain composure under Oliveira's pressure and exploit any defensive lapses. Oliveira's willingness to get taken down to bait submissions could backfire against someone like Topuria, who has tight positional awareness and rarely leaves limbs exposed. Conversely, if Oliveira can create scrambles or force Topuria to overcommit in transitions, his lethal finishing instincts could end the fight in a blink. In what promises to be a razor-thin contest, the winner may ultimately be the man who dictates where the grappling exchanges take place, and on whose terms. In conclusion, while Oliveira's submission record is unparalleled, Topuria's rising grappling proficiency makes this matchup a thrilling contest of BJJ mastery. The fight's trajectory will likely depend on who can impose their grappling strategy more effectively. For fans of ground fighting and high-stakes technique, UFC 317 could deliver one of the most compelling grappling battles in recent lightweight history.
Freaky baby.